It's the holiday season, and for a lot of us that means coming together with friends and family, celebrating with the most delicious foods, with the most festive drinks, the type 2 diabetes being shipped straight to your door by the bright red truckload. Holidays are coming. But how can we celebrate this in a bit more of a healthy way? The holidays come with a lot of traditions. Somehow, though, most of them seem to revolve around food. Have you noticed? Like, every holiday has its own specific food now. Now, this is all great, except for the fact that nowadays we have kind of shifted what that food is. All of the holiday traditions we have now revolve around foods that aren't particularly healthy. A lot of them revolve around very fatty foods, and even more so, most holidays now have something very sugary. Think, for example, of candy canes or gingerbread cookies. These aren't exactly the most healthy things. So while the pattern of eating together, linking these celebrations to food is great, something is going wrong now with what we actually eat. Unfortunately, this also causes a lot of people to be very stressed around the holidays because they know they're going to gain weight. They're going to get unhealthy. But we eat these things anyway. I remember one of the first times that I had gingerbread cookies, and it was amazing. It was maybe the second time in my life I'd gone to a Christmas market, and I wasn't feeling too well that year because I'm always around the holidays or around autumn really. When it gets darker, I kind of get a little bit sad, like a lot of people. And so I was on my own, wasn't too happy. I thought, I know what will cheer me up. Christmas cheer. So I went to this Christmas market, second time in my life. It was amazing. I can hear the music starting from blocks away, and the moment I approach the market, I can see all of these lights around. I see this enormous Christmas tree right in the middle of the square, all lit up. Golden balls on all sides. It's probably the biggest tree I've ever seen in my life. So I walk into the Christmas market. There's stalls everywhere selling lots of different things. I see people being happy, talking to each other. Everyone has the red cups with the drinks, traditional drinks. So I'm just all swept up in the atmosphere. And then I see it. I walk to the stall that is selling the biggest gingerbread man that I've ever seen in my life. It was, well, probably almost the size of my head. So I thought, well, if there's anything that'll cheer me up, it's that. I deserve a treat. So I bought it, but of course, you can't just eat it. No. If you have something like this, it needs to be a celebration. So I walk home, gingerbread man in hand, through the snow. I get to my home. Again, I can't just sit down and eat it. So what do? I turn on my lights everywhere. Lights. I turn on the Christmas music, my own Christmas music there in the apartment. Still not ready. I need some hot chocolate because for me, the holidays are hot chocolate as well. So I get the hot chocolate out. I finally sit down in my comfy chair. With the lights and the music. Hot chocolate in one hand. Take a sip of my hot chocolate, perfectly made. And then finally, I can take a bite of that gingerbread man. And I will never forget how that tasted. It was the most delicious thing I had ever had. Now the problem with this is that I had just done some perfect self-hypnosis. Why? Our brains are always trying to find patterns and trying to find things that work. And this works on a very base level of, okay, I'm feeling good. what happened before this must have made me feel good. In other terms, if you reward behavior, your brain will be more likely to repeat it. What I had just done was created a pattern by getting this enormous sugar high on top of this enormous, all the feel-good chemicals that I created with this atmosphere. By making it such a special peak experience, I just said everything that led to this makes me feel this good. So this is what I want in the future. Problem with this is that my sugar monster now took away this lesson. Well, I remember last time we got this great, very sugary gingerbread cookie. So how can we get that again? I know. He was very sad the last time. So if we just put out all the chemicals to make him sad, he will get another cookie. Now, unfortunately, this is how a lot of our patterns are built. And this is something that I've struggled with in the past around the holidays as well. Since I'm already kind of feeling down a lot of the time around that, rewarding it with all of this clearly unhealthy food makes me just want to have more unhealthy food. But on top of that, it makes me feel worse. It makes me feel very good for the short moment that I have it. It makes me feel worse in all the rest of the time. So this holiday season, take into account, if you are going to indulge in any of these foods that you know maybe aren't the healthiest for you, keep in mind which of your patterns you're rewarding. So if you're feeling bad, maybe say, okay, I can have that cookie, but first I gotta make myself feel good. Before I have a cookie, I'm gonna go to the gym. Before I have this sugary hot chocolate, I will go for a walk. That way, you're training your brain to want to do the things you want it to do. So, my advice for the holidays, if you're going to indulge in anything, do it consciously and make sure that you're rewarding behavior that you want to repeat. That's it for today. I will be having more content around this, around the holidays and everything health related. So stick around, subscribe and like if you want to see more of that. And let me know in the comments what your best tip is for healthy holidays. Thanks for watching.